I'ma go flex on a bitch, go stunt on a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm having my way.
When he was a child, except one day, there was a clown. It was his birthday party, and the clown told him that he had a present in his van. Well, the present was in the shape of a cylinder. Very soft, brown, and quite small. That day, Pablo learned the dark secrets of a man, and he became scarred. 12 years later, Pablo's 24. He goes to a new town. Drives by a elementary school in his white van, and he remembers when he was 12. He decides to open the back of the van and tell the kids that he has candy and ice cream for free. He slowly gets one child and puts him inside of his van. Unsuspecting, the child says, "Where's the ice cream?" But Pablo did not listen. He just kept stroking and stroking until he said, "The ice cream's coming, small child."
Oh, no. 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 That's not okay.
24 victims later, the FBI starts catching up on his patterns.
After 24 victims, Jesus Christ.
The FBI starts building a barricade around his house. He goes outside to check the mail, and he sees a small child. He sees him, but he doesn't know that the child has a tracker. So then he gets in his white van, gets the child to get in his van, and drives away. 24 hours later, the police and SWAT are ready to go inside of the building. It was an old warehouse where Pablo had snuck many children. The children, well, they were more or less alive, but Pablo had other intentions for them. Pablo decided, today's the day I start going to another direction.
Bruh.
One by one, the children lost their innocence. One by one, Pablo pulled them into a dark room. And the children were terrified. The FBI had put thermite charges on doors, on all doors, even on the ceiling. But Pablo was already gone. He had taken 2 children with him for midnight snacks, and he had left. Another 13 years later, in Mexico, inside of a small pueblo, he found more victims. But this time, there was no FBI. There was no Donald Trump. There was only Mexicans who, well, didn't terrify him a lot because he was more scary. So then one day he went to the gun shop and decided, I need protection. So he got a little pistol. He never used it, of course, but he waved it around at children, made them get in his little van, and then, well, you know the rest. Pablo was around, 38 at this time. He thought, well, I'm getting pretty old. So then he decided to one day get 50 children from the streets. And then slowly and slowly, he stole their innocence. And then, I don't know.
Bruh.
Many people got around his house and threw Molotovs at him.
Jesus Christ.
So he got his little pistol and shot many people. He got a small blade off of his back pocket and put it up to a old lady. He said, "Where's your grandson?" And she was like, "How you know I have a grandson?" And he was like, "You old bitch, of course you have a grandson, you're old." And she's like, "Oh no, mijito, no, I don't know." So then he was like, "I know where they are, just tell me." And then Pablo, well, he slowly started moving that dagger across until his hands were covered in red substance that he did not know of.
Oh no, what could it be?
Till this day, Pablo has not been found. He would smell children's little underwear and then stuff them in a bag and fill it with bleach and be like, "Alright, chamacos, you guys are fucking dirty as fuck." Like, literally, there were poop stains for no reason. Till this day, Pablo has not been found.
Bruh, no, Pablo.
I don't know where I'm going with this story anymore.
Clearly.
Dude, the storyline's like fucking... It's like the fucking Hunger Games, it just keeps on going. It's like fucking Star Wars, there's no fucking more lore to get fucking thrown out anymore, so they just make up new characters.
She didn't stand a fucking chance.
That's what she acted like. She acted like I willed on her. And so the school was like, so the first day, like,
World star.
yeah, so the first day it went from I hit her once to I hit her really hard 2 times in the face.
To you beat
Yeah.
Bloody
And then
pulp.
the first day it went from me just calling her fat to me calling her a fat ass hoe. And I'm like, there's obvious, and yeah, and I was telling my dad, like, hey, this
God,
is kind
women,
of like
am I right?
not what happened. And my dad's like, yeah, I can understand what's going on right here. Foot lettuce or Poppins, I'm gonna mute you if you don't stop.
I think it's Poppins.
Yeah, but so they just take it so out of proportion. And they're acting like I just committed murder. I'm like, hey, I have the freedom of speech, and I didn't actually hit this girl. You guys have no evidence on me. Fuck the 5-0. Yeah, they're treating me like I did a war crime.
Did you kill 70 children in Liberia like Stuart Little did?
Nah, dude, I straight up just called her fat because she refused to get off my headphone wires, and it somehow turned into me hitting her twice and calling her fat ass.
No, okay, guys, it's my story time, although it's relatively shorter.
So what
Alright,
we learned
let's hear
from
it.
this story is that use wireless earphones.
Yeah. Use
That's the moral of the
AirPods.
story. Alright, back to Stealth Trooper. Let him. Yeah, let Stealth
So
Trooper say
we
the story.
have a woman at my school named Shania Wolf. Now this is the edgiest child at my school, most likely, probably. She's fucking retarded. When I was in 7th grade with her, she was in my criminal justice class. You know, I liked her back then, but little did I know she's fucking insane. So we were in the computer lab one day, and she just turns to me and goes, "You know, I tried to kill myself once, right? I tried hanging myself from the fan, but my grandma walked in on me." I was like, "Why did I need to know this information?" She goes, "I don't fucking know." And then in high school now, she was in my fucking she was in my history class. I had a teacher named Miss Ball in my U.S. history. This was freshman year, and so I'm in this class, and she is fucking batshit crazy because she does nothing the entire time. And like for the past few weeks, she was just sitting in the corner whining about how lonely she was. Everyone in the class was like, "Bitch, we're all lonely. We don't whine about it though." And so she got salty. And so one day we were doing some maps. You know, it was I believe during the World War I Gallipoli campaign. We were doing some maps, and she asked Shania like where they went for this one area, and she said she pronounces it wrong. Everyone laughs, you know, as you do. Like fucking, it's a joke. No, not a dick. Don't take it too hard. She starts crying, says "fuck you all," runs out of the class in tears. Like no one goes after her. Everyone just fucking watches. We're all like, what the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
her?
I'd start laughing even harder.
Yeah, and then 20 minutes later, she comes back into the classroom like fucking mascara dripping down her face. Like her makeup is fucked from like crying in the bathroom, and she just goes, "I'm sorry," then just sits down in her seat, and it gets fucking mad because we're talking about how she literally ran out of the class without warning after saying "fuck all of you."
Yeah, dude. That
No,
happens
she
to
is
me
like a
lot.
solid 3 out of 10 at best.
Okay,
Yeah.
this right
Like, can I have the story time?
I picked up this trait from my mom, but whenever I hear something that doesn't make sense, whether it be a math problem or someone says something that I don't understand, I repeat it. And so in my math class, we had a substitute, and the kids normally, because it's a substitute, they're getting her pissed, right? And so she's screaming at us, and she says, "Do not repeat me." And I didn't catch it, so I made it out. And I said, "Do not repeat you." And right, and she looks at me and she's like, "Go to the office." I'm like, wait, sorry. She's like, "I understand, but you shouldn't have said that." I was like, "It's just how my brain works," and I tried to explain it to her, and she's like, "All right, whatever, just stay here. I'm gonna give the math teacher your name," and she didn't even write my name down, but she was just pissed
You
at
should
me
have given her
because
the wrong name.
yeah, I was tempted, but I didn't even get my name written down. Nothing came of it.
Okay,
I just explained.
What let us down.
Okay, story time. Okay, so I have this quote-unquote friend of mine.
What the fuck?
What?
Story time.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it.
Stop, she's a gamer girl. Stop bullying her.
I'm so tempted to just mute her and say mic spam.
Wait, I didn't mean it that way.
Alright, let's just actually let her speak. Let's let her speak.
Okay, so there's this pink-haired girl in my class, and now she cut all her hair off, and now she's bald.
Is that
Yeah.
it? Is that it?
No.
You're just making fun of her. Maybe she has cancer, huh? Really? Holy shit, you're fucking
wait.
rude. You're a bitch.
No.
Okay.
We had a girl at my school do that, and she was like a solid 8 out of 10, and now she's like a 2 out of 10, dude. Ooh. She dropped hard. One of my friends was dating her, and she's one of those people who are emo to attention fish, dude. She put on her story her zip lining, and it said the reason the handcuffs are on is because I tried killing myself last week. Don't talk to me about it. It's like, I don't need to know that information if I see you on handcuffs on
Damn.
Why would they let you zip line in the first place?
Yeah, you think if I'm like suicidally depressed, your parents are gonna be like, you know, let's zip line.
No, I mean,
Oh my god.
Okay,
Hey,
so
hold
there's
up, we'll let us be quiet. We'll hear it, I'll hear it in a second. But I saw this post earlier, and it says, "My son told me he's depressed and I took away his phone. Is there anything I can do now?"
Delete his history.
Fucking just delete it.
Yeah, no.
I've got 2 stories for you guys.
Imagine if you go up to your dad and you're like, "Hey dad, I'm kinda sad."
I needed you
And he's
for
like,
mic
"Alright,
spam."
no electronics." Alright, let us say your story.
Alright, let us go first.
Uh,
Actually, Asian, even I don't say shit like that, even though, dude, we get fucking
I'm getting
shown by everyone.
600 FPS right now.
So here's the story about her.
Nice.
So this bitch, one time, we were playing outside. This is like fucking 8th grade or something, 7th grade, and like we went outside because we had a pretty decent teacher who took us outside a lot, and we're in the yard, and
Up
then we're
to
fucking playing
370,
basketball, and someone took off their
380.
jacket because it was really hot.
Staying at
And
like
then he fucking
380.
took off his jacket, and someone grabbed it from him, so he ran around. They were chasing each other. They were both friends. They were chasing each other, and then the teacher says, "Hey, stop!" And they said, "Fucking!" They like screaming. The whole class is watching them, and then they still chase each other, and the whole class is chasing that one person. And then when he finally stops, he hits that girl in the face with the jacket. And I'm not kidding. She didn't even draw blood. She didn't have a bruise. She had like a tiny scratch. This bitch literally told everyone she had a concussion and would not participate in any school. I used to give speech. I used to fucking, I work at, how do I fucking put it? I volunteer at this, confirmation fucking place where they teach kids how to be confirmed. Do you guys know what confirmation is?
the Christian thing?
Conformation.
Confirmation. No, it's the Catholic
Yeah.
sacrament of basically becoming a full adult in the church. and I used to be kind of like super religious. Not anymore. I don't give a shit. But
Yeah, you felt like masturbating, so you left the church.
Ew.
I actually tried to stop masturbating. I lasted
Jesus.
17 days one
Bruh.
time, and
Damn.
then I couldn't fucking stop after that.
He lasted
I tried to
17
stop for a
fucking
year and a
days.
half. I lasted 17 days.
No. What I mean is, like, I consistently tried to keep stopping for a year and a half. My best I got was 17 days.
Oh,
Cash
jeez.
money.
Yeah, I couldn't last that.
Shut up, but lettuce. What's your record?
I don't know.
They bully foot lettuce in
I
this.
never even did it. It's disgusting.
Oh, you're missing.
They bully the game.
You're missing out.
Missing out.
It's literally just a personal thing you do in your own room. It's
No,
fucking-
but isn't it weird though? Like you do yourself and this
It's not weird. You see, there's these things called hormones, which will go through your brain through the ages of 13 and like what 23, and they will give you, they'll make you.
You're
want to
gonna
have
wanna do
sexual
it.
reproduction with a
No,
female
I'm never
and
gonna
or
do it, I
male.
promise. See, I'm not that type of person.
You can do it anyways.
Fuck, I was so close, dude. I like hit the side of the
Hasn't
stone.
talked to me about it.
I'll give you the videotape of your parents conceiving you.
Oh my god.
I went to 0 to 11 real
I
quick.
don't give a shit about it.
Except for post
Yeah, it's pretty
clarity, which
regular
is when
thing.
they're just like, what have I done?
Oh fuck, I hate post on clarity. It makes me feel like
You
a
feel
criminal.
like crying.
It's just, you just look down at your hand covered in sperm and think to yourself, what have I done?
Yeah.
Murdered your
You stare
children.
back at the video and you're like,
Every guy knows the moment where you're holding your your shirt up with your chin. You're walking to the bathroom.
Yeah! Yes! Because you have to shower to clean up.
Oh, usually I just fucking
Just wipe it
sit in
off.
the
Just
sink.
wipe it off.
Just cover yourself in paper towels.
when I was younger, I
Exactly.
used to rub it all over me. No.
I used to use it as lotion on my face.
Now the question is, what would you do if you had 2 ribs removed?
Oh damn.
Oh,
that's-
boy.
You already
think
know
you already
what I'd
know.
do.
no.
Oh wait.
I'm surprised this isn't more chaotic than it is, dude.
They
actually
make,
chill as
they
fuck.
make sure one
literally
person
made
does
us
at a
cuck
time.
ourselves by giving us 2 extra ribs.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of need them.
No, they just give women a job.
That's a good one.
Yikes,
That's
dude.
pretty good.
The only job women will get equal pay in, well, the only job women will get paid higher in is fucking
Sloppy
Porn
jobs.
acting. It's porn acting.
Yeah.
They get paid like twice as much.
Yeah,
It's
a
crazy.
lot more. And the guys have to fucking take pills and injections.
Yeah.
I feel like the greatest. Only been at this for 2 years. Thank God this shit happened so quick. Fashion be the latest. Money coming in, but so do hatred. Shit ain't how I picture, but I faced it. Emotions.